Hey guys, we are playing Marvel Champions, the card game. We're going to test out a custom mod by CitizenKeen again. So this is the Knights of the Maggia mod. We're going to have to remove the 6 Hydra Bomb Scare cards from this deck. So that's the mod that they recommend from the Marvel Champions set. And we're going to mix in his custom mod that's been uploaded in here. You can grab it out of this little custom mods bag here. So if you want to check it out, then hop on Discord and give him feedback. I'm sure he'd appreciate it. So we just played this two-handed using Black Panther leadership, and I saw how painful this was to leadership. So we're going to start with phase 2 and challenge ourselves. We're going to do Black Panther leadership again because that was just atrocious. So yeah, here we go. We got all our Black Panther cards. We're going to probably not take all the leadership cards this time. Let's be a little bit smarter about it. We might actually, yeah, we'll just keep them all. You know, it worked well last time. I can't complain. And then for basic cards, we're going to take the 3 double energies. Not convinced I need all 3 of them with Vibranium, but we're going to take them. We're going to take the 2 allies. And we're going to take, I'm going to take 2 copies of Avengers Mansion because that's more important to me than Helicarrier right now. Actually, you know what? I'm going to try something crazy here. I've got 3 copies of Vibranium, so I don't need all of these different double energy types. This, I do use lightning energy on some turns, so we'll keep the lightning energy, but we'll get rid of strength. And just for extra damage dealing, we'll put in, I thought there was going to be a haymaker in here. Why can't I find it? Let's search here, and we'll put in a copy of haymaker. Probably won't make a big difference, but we'll check it out and see how it goes. So we're going to shuffle up our deck and get ready to go. Oh, sorry. Was clicked out of the window for a second. Couldn't figure out why I couldn't do anything. I love these mats. I'm going to pull my Black Panther mat in because I think it's super awesome. When I'm playing solo, I like to make my hero cards super big so I don't forget what form I'm in. Obviously, starting in alter ego form. Can lock the mat in place with L, and shuffle my deck really good. Shuffle the villain deck really good. We already put our obligation in there. There's the strength we decided not to include because we're going to be rebels over here. So we'll pull our Black Panther health counter over. We're going to set Rhino to 15, and we have to search for Breakin' and Taken because we're going to try hard mode this time instead of easy mode. So Breakin' and Taken is going to come out with 3 threat on it right to start, which is never good. And we're going to try to complete this before Rhino gets this thing to 7 threat. So here we go. Shuffling, going to draw 6 because that's our starting hand size. Got 2 Wakanda Forevers right away. I'm not super happy with that. But we do get to get an upgrade right away, so it's not the end of the world. With leadership, I'm going to throw Maria Hill down here right away because I can get better things and play her later. So we'll draw 2 cards to replace those ones. Oh, another Wakanda Forever. This is nasty. And then using Black Panther's thing, we're going to get to pick an upgrade from our deck. And I have to decide if I think I need to race or if I think I need to be able to remove threat. I think I need to race right now. So we're going to grab the gloves and put them into our hand. So we'll begin our first turn. We drew pretty well. We got our Golden City right away, so we'll pay 2 for that. As an alter ego action, we can exhaust it to draw 2 cards, which gives us lots of money for this first turn. We'll pay 2 to put out those gloves, which is really good for us. I don't really like getting rid of a Wakanda Forever this early, but we're going to get rid of 1, and that's to play that Maria Hill from our discard pile, which will draw us a card. That card is Nick Fury. Not super useful for us yet, but could be much worse. So she can thwart for 2, so we'll have her do that right away. Try to get rid of this Breakin' and Taken. She'll take a damage for that. We will flip to hero mode, and we'll play Wakanda Forever using that Nick Fury, which deals 4 to something. It's down to 11 right away. I like seeing that. We'll exhaust, put him down 2 more by attacking. So that is the end of our first hero turn. So at the end of the hero turn, just so everybody remembers, we can discard cards from our hand. We're going to keep that. You ready everything and draw up to your hand size. So we're going to draw 4 cards to add to our hand. There's all those upgrades we needed last turn. Cool. They showed up. And then the villain gets to go. So the villain gets 1 threat automatically each turn, and he's going to attack us. We're going to defend because we need to stay as alive as we can. So he's dealing 3 damage plus something, which is 1. So he's going to deal 4 damage to us, which turns into 2. And then he takes 1 back from retaliate. So we bumped him down to 8 right away. We draw 1 encounter card, 2 encounter cards because breaking and taken. Sorry. First one, he's going to gain tough, just slowing us down. Second one, he gets a bonus attack, and we have to spend fists to get rid of it. We don't have a ton of fists here, so it's not going to happen unless we draw really well here. So we'll go to the hero turn. See what we want to do. He only ended up with 1 threat. Not super happy about that because I don't want to waste Maria yet. Let's pay 2 for the... these are both deal a damage. We'll do the move a damage one. And then we will... Ugh, I really don't like doing that. We might just do nothing this turn. That's real unfortunate. Yeah, I think we're going to do nothing. We'll flip to Alter Ego mode, draw 2 cards. I don't want to give up this so easily, so we're going to pay 2 and play another upgrade this turn. So 3 upgrades by turn 2, going really well. We have an ally out. I'm terrified of what's going to come out of this deck based on how our last game went. But we'll just have to live with it and see how it goes. We're going to keep this Wakanda Forever in our hand and end our turn without doing much, which makes me really nervous. We draw 5 cards to complete our hand. So 3 Wakanda Forevers and our last upgrade. That is looking really, really good for next turn. So we're going to draw 2 to play our upgrade. Maybe one of those will be a double energy, and then we can actually play all 3 Wakanda Forevers, which would be really sweet. So Rhino's turn. He's going to get a free threat, and he is going to scheme against us for 1 plus 2. That was one we saw last time, so a boost card this time, Crime Wave, a new side scheme. So 1 plus 2 is 3. Jump it to 5. We can only get to 7. That's terrifying. 2 encounter cards are going to come out. First, this one. This guy gains toughness. That's going to be annoying. Don't be the villain schemes. Not the villain schemes. Discard an ally you control. Should have used Maria Hill while we could. But we got 2 minions out here. That's kind of a pain in the butt. But good thing we got lots of damage dealing potential. So, that was the villain turn. We go to the hero turn. We'll exhaust the Golden City to draw 2. Really like that. Ooh, that was really good. So we'll play for double energy our 4th Black Panther upgrade. We'll flip to Black Panther form because it seems like a good plan right now. And we'll just go for it. Let's do it. So we are going to pay 1 for Wakanda Forever. Choose a player. I'm going to choose myself. Deal 1 to every enemy engaged with that player and the villain. So that'll just discard 2 tough tokens and put 1 there. Not the end of the world. But then we will... So we've done... We're going to exhaust these so we don't forget. So we did 1 to everybody. We're going to move a damage from ourself to this guy. And we're going to deal 2 damage to that guy. We're going to remove 2 threat from the scheme. Well, not add 2 threat. Remove 2 threat. So that was Wakanda Forever number 1. We'll use Mockingbird to play Wakanda Forever number 2. We seem to be doing really well on turn 3 of this game right now, but things could turn around very quickly. We're going to remove 1 threat from a scheme, so let's get rid of this Breaking and Taken, because I'm sick of drawing 2 hazard cards. 2 minions are not fun. Let's group those. I don't know what they're doing. I want to deal 2 to everything, so we're going to hold on to that. We're going to move a damage from ourself to Rhino. We're going to deal 2 damage to Rhino with the gloves, and then we'll deal 2 damage to everything. Oh, that was at 7, so I deal 2 damage to Rhino. Deal 2 damage to Sandman. Deal 2 damage to this guy. All those tokens can go away. We'll use them later. But everything's dead. That was great. That was Wakanda Forever number 2. Wakanda Forever number 3. Well, moving a damage doesn't do anything because we're at full health. So let's do that first. um, then we can deal a damage to everybody. Do we want to flip him this turn? I kind of think we want to flip him this turn, just to get it over with. So let's remove one threat from the scheme, and then we'll deal 4 to Rhino, putting him to 0. So he's going to flip to phase 3, which puts him up to a whopping 17 health. He gets tough, we get stunned, we go on with our lives. With our last thing, we'll just remove this last 2 threat, because I feel like that's really important right now. We're not going to remove our stun this turn yet. So with that, we'll ready everybody. We'll draw 5 cards for the end of our turn. We don't have a lot of Wakanda Forevers left. In fact, I think we might have none. We've used 4, so we've got 1 left. We really are going to have to count on allies to deal damage in the next couple of phases. So, we'll see if we can do that. Rhino's going to take his turn. He gets his free threat. He comes swinging at us. We are going to defend for 2, but he is swinging for 5, which is pretty brutal. Only 5, which is nice. So we take 1, 2, 3. He loses tough to our retaliate. Good for us. Next, we are going to draw our encounter card, which is a crisis scheme. Not ideal. So 2 threat per player, not the end of the world. But we can't hit this main thing until we get rid of that. So, bummer. Hero turn. Hero turn. So let's see what we can do here. Well, we can't do anything in hero form with the cards we have. So we're going to flip and draw 2 cards. We're down to 10 cards in deck, which is kind of terrifying. 3 get readies. That looks mighty interesting. Too bad he costs 4. One, 2, 3, 4. We could make him a 4. Attack twice for 8. Hope we draw our Wakanda Forever next. Well, we will, because we'll draw 8 cards with the Golden City. Let's do that. Let's do that. So we're going to pay 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 for Vision. Hope we don't draw that guy that kills our ally, because we'll be real sad. But we're going to use his ability once per round, which gives him +2 attack by spending a lightning bolt. And then he'll attack Rhino for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll get ready. He'll attack again for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And he takes 2 consequential damage from that. So that is the end of the hero phase. See what we can do here. We're going to draw 6. It's going to go to the villain turn. He's going to get his free threat. He's going to scheme against us for 1, 2, and if the villain is making an undefended attack, he's not. So 2. We draw our encounter card, which lets him scheme again. This is terrifying. 1 + 0. And there we go. Cool. So hero turn. Draw our 2 cards. Boom, boom. Oh, we did not have a Wakanda Forever in our deck. Can I not count? I cannot count. There's 5 there. That's a bummer. So we probably don't have enough to end it this turn. That's real unfortunate. Well, we'll see what we can do. Let's make the call. We'll pay 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we have a Nick Fury in here, which would be really good right now. Somewhere in here. I'm blind, guys. Help me out. Not in that row, not in that row. Did I not put Nick Fury in this deck? That would be a bummer. Maybe we're not going to pay 4. Avengers Mansion. Here he is. I'm just blind. Okay. Pay 4 for Nick Fury. He comes out like a boss. We will use Power of Leadership. That's a hero action, so we'll flip to hero mode, use Power of Leadership to play this, giving everybody +1/+1. So Vision has 3 attack, Nick Fury has 3 attack. Oh, when he comes in, he's going to do 4 to an enemy. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we got it, because we got 3 attack there, 3 attack there. We can't attack, but that's okay. We'll spend a lightning bolt to make Vision a 5 attack, and he can go swinging for 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that ends the game. Not a lot of action out of the new cards, unfortunately. Trying to remember which ones we drew here. We drew Bombing Scheme, but as a boost card. Crime Wave, but as a boost card. And this guy came out and he popped our Maria Hill. That was kind of a surprise, kind of annoying. We held her back incorrectly. Should have just used her to thwart that last break it and take it away. But that's the game. So tune in again tomorrow. We'll probably play with the Maggia Goon set for a couple more days just to test it out and see where we can go from there. Thanks.